Have you ever seen something that you like the design of, but you say, I can make this at home? So we're going to do that in Cricut Design Space today. So now first I'm typing out Los Angeles, and I'm going to go ahead and change the font. It's going to be this collegiate font, and I knew as soon as I was seeing it in the store, this was the exact font, and that happens sometimes. So what I'm going to do now is, since you see how it's curved around the circle, what I'm going to do is take this curve tool that is in Cricut Design Space and curve it around. So you want to make sure that you're doing this first. Once you select and choose the font you want, you're going to curve it and then you weld it. Because if you do it in reverse, you can't do this next part, which is stretch it, because once you weld it, you can kind of position it however you want, stretch it, make it as long or wide as you want, because you can see that Los Angeles is really, really large. Now we're going to go ahead and work in the inner pieces of it. So I'm going to take a circle or a ring and then just go ahead and duplicate it. And you can do this by either finding a ring in the images or cutting out two circles and slicing them. So I made the other one a blue just so I can kind of see it a little bit better, but it's not going to be blue. It's not going to be the end color. I went ahead and make the inner one a little bit thicker. I thought the other one was like, it's just too thin. So I wanted to make sure this one was a little thicker, and I duplicated this one, which is the thicker part, and I'm going to just smush it back around, make it a little bit smaller, because this is what you're going to be left with. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take LA and you're going to make these in two different texts. So do it one at a time. And then once you've positioned it and you made it exactly how you want it, so you see how I'm playing around with it, that is when you're going to weld these two pieces together. So, but don't do it until you've decided that is exactly how you want it. Now what I'm doing is taking this text that's on the shirt, and I'm going to go ahead and curve that around as well, because again, you're going to be putting it inside those circular pieces. So just make sure you're curving it to where you it can fit. But I went ahead and adjusted. You see I'm adjusting it now because I didn't want it super, super tight. So I went ahead and stretched out the circles. But as you can see right here, that goes a lot further down. So I'm trying to make it as close to the original as possible. So I'm separating the letter space, as you can see at the top. So I'm just separating the letters so it comes down, and then I'm repositioning it. So perfect, perfect, perfect. That's exactly where I wanted it to be. So now I'm going to take where it says established in 1987, and you're just going to continue to curve that until it sits exactly how it is in the design on the original piece. So now what I'm doing is going into Cricut's images, and I'm finding those leaves that are going to sit on the side of the rings, and I'm just going to scroll until I find ones that worked. I even found reefs, like you can see right now, where you can just go ahead and slice them in half. And as you can see, like this is the one I really like, but you know, it's a different leaf than what it is, but I'm like, let me put it to the side. So I go, I could have, if I kept looking further, I know I would have been able to find ones that match a lot better. But honestly, for the sake of time, I was like, I just need this to go. So I decided and landed on these two, and I'm going to go ahead and slice this out, this fall one, because I really like the fall design, because I'm putting it on a hoodie or a sweatshirt, as you can see. And you see this little piece, that banner that's at the bottom, I found that also in Cricut's images. Don't always think you have to run to Etsy to find everything. So I put the California inside of the ribbon as it is on the design. I ended up going with these leaves because I like those better. And now I am pressing the design. I welded all the white pieces together. And one of the rings, as you can see in the next part, was going to be this gold foil along with the leaves. Those are in gold foil. And let me tell you, the end result was perfect. I loved it so much, and hopefully you guys did too. As always, see you on the next video.